of the things that attracted me, one of the things that excited me rather about the projects, or about a few projects, was also a sense of experimentation, because it is this has to be, I was looking for something that wouldn't just be a documentation project, right? So for art, I mean, you need to have that edge. You need to be able to push those boundaries. You need projects that are going to change the way, and that challenge the way we see things. Challenge the way, challenge the everyday, challenge our everyday assumptions and how we see the world. And I think joy and care are important aspects of that. This time I spent at the orientation, I think I was very impressed by all the cross conversations. So it's also, so much of it is like just giving a platform for people to be able to have these conversations across these different ecologies, and to have shared concerns, and then to have agreements and disagreements. And because I think, and especially post pandemic, that's something I think that's been in everyone's mind, that we are not as that these spaces for connection, these spaces for artists to engage and talk to each other, is a especially for some of us who are not in the main centers of metros or something, there are not that many opportunities for people to come together, right? For fellowships like this, I think it is also about the process and the fact that you're able to engage somewhat with other people's processes too. So for that, like these engagements and the beginning and the first impression, sort of these first impressions, these first presentations, I think are very important, because this is the point that you're going to look back at. So I think very courageous of all the people to have made all the presentations they did and to share. It's also a moment of vulnerability, to sort of share your work, the initial thoughts on your work, the work that you've done, to open yourself out, and to put out your concerns, your apprehensions, and the work that you've done, and to lay this out in front of your peers, and be open to sometimes critique, questions. Also the conversations, then just the conversations outside, all the conversations over chai and lunch and dinner, all of that is equally important. I think, the sense of engagement and community that a fellowship is able to give you.